From the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at the newly named New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Buffalo Bills. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from New Era Field. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Check. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense.
59 Mike. 59 Mike. Check. 59. I don't think you got it, son.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Big stop. Big stop. Let's go.
He's coming.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Alert. Hey, wahoo. 54. Is it? I got you.
Allen throwing again. Flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
56.
Mike 5-4.
Hey, dude.
Mike 5-4.
Is it?
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. This 3rd down just got even more difficult. 3rd down and 15 after the false start.
Watch the screen. Hey, Alpha. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. On 1st down, here's Breida. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
1080.
Mike is 59.
Alert.
59.
Don't get nervous.
Topper! Topper!
Here we go. Here we go.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 50 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He'll find Lindsey here. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Alert, 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 alert. Hurry, hurry. Hey, 5-7.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
You can't block me. Kill, kill, kill.
56, 56. Pass, 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 pass.
Switch. Hey.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check.
Check 50. Check 50.
Now it's Breida. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Mike.
319.
It's been a long day. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Moss. And he is not going to get the 1st down as they'll spot this at about the 28. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They run forward, Breida, and he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And now they'll throw with Allen. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he showed a nice little juke, but then the window quickly closed. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
At the 35-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
I got you. Mike's 59.
Hey, orbit.
So don't say nothing.
Allen gonna throw. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Allen now on first down. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Rip right, rip right. Hey, what up?
On second down now, it's Moss. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's Mayfield. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Mayfield. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Hey, turn it up, turn it up.
Watch the
Alert, alert, alert.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Hey, check middle. 24.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen, that's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike 5-4, Mike.
Hey, Charlie.
Let's go, D. Mike 54. Mike,
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. Flushed out right. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the 1st on the scramble.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They run with Breida. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Check hot route. Hot.
Naeem Hines, his 1st carry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Check 59, Mike.
Go.
Mike to 59.
Let's go, defense.
Let's go.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now Mayfield being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. 4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Second down and 4. To throw, Mayfield. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And that'll make it 13-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike, check. 5 wide.
3 bucks.
Bravo.
Tighten up. Check 24.
A final shot before half for Allen. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Keep it up. Check.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, McFarland. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Here's Breida. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check four. 6-6. Pull it hard.
Kill. Turn up. Switch.
This is Breida. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
You don't know no better. Check 52. Shift.
Watch safety creeping.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
57. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be 4th down. And his kick is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. It will give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Pistol.
49.
On the counter, Lindsey. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Call it a loss of 12 that time. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Run.
Throwing, Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
At the 34-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check.
Alert!
Mike is 59.
Hey, Steve 6.
59 is Mike. 59.
From the gun, Allen. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. So a good spin move, but not a whole lot to show after as he's taken down. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Hey, ready? Check on 52.
54. You're not ready.
That's it.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Looking deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Breida, he'll try the right side. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. 15 yards. The Bills will add on to their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go,
and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. A big play here for the Bills. 47 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Check, check. Lucky.
Middle.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
I'm trying to collect. Shoot. Watch out.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. From 3 yards out, and the Bills will add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
At the 20-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They go play action. Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It got his man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A huge play there for Denver. 49 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Mayfield on play action. They'll let this go for the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
King. Hurry. Real.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And it is incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bills are going to get the football back. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Check 50. He's checking. Crash.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
I can't believe they even let you play. Go, go. It's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 66 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down,
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. It would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
Mayfield now. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
Go full strength. 49.
Hey, wahoo!
Mayfield to throw for it on fourth. Steps away to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Lamb. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Mayfield to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos get a bit closer. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for two.
Sponge. No. Run. King. Check 99. Check 99.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all three timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Hey, watch the slant.
They run again with Breida. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On first down, Moss. He's got daylight. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. 45 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over first and 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Mayfield looks to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hurry, hurry! Hey, Zoo!
It's a party now. It's a party now.
One last shot from Mayfield here. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more pesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, while I point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, pass the pig skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand.